So in each episode, Jonny and I present to you a new app, a new piece of kit that can make life easier as a website manager and content creator. So Jonny, what is your selection?
So I know that some of my regular viewers and listeners will already know this app because I know clients that I work with it on. But there is people that are listening and watching that probably haven't heard of it as well. So Unbounce.com, it's an app that enables you to create landing pages. So specific landing pages for campaigns, whether they be email campaigns, meta advertising campaigns, Google pay-per-click campaigns, or perhaps even billboard campaigns, whatever it might be. But it's the ability to be able to create, to continue the journey for the user, thinking about that user journey, to be able to continue the journey, having the same look, same feel, same style, same messaging, but very, very quickly. So without having to go to your web developer, without having to start creating additional pages on your website, Unbounce.com gives you the ability to build and publish and A/B test landing pages very, very quickly without the need for any IT, any tech. It gives you as marketeers the ability to increase campaign conversions and to really easily test and different landing page variations, instantly. And so for that, this week I'm suggesting unbounce.com.
Thank you very much. I completely forgot about them. I feel very bad, but thank you because actually the timing is impeccable. I'll be using that actually with a couple of my clients I'm working on at the moment. We want to rethink their email marketing strategy. We want to rethink the landing pages and the hooks and lead magnets. So that's going to be absolutely perfect. And my work is around building an online reputation by creating better content faster. One thing I've not been able to do is to conjure up more time for my customers. So, we discussed the time budget. It's limited like everybody else. And how can we make best use of that time to create the content that is going to have the right impact, it's going to be relevant, and so on. And very recently, I was contacted by a platform called Headliner. Now, Headliner, I've been using them on and off to create those audiograms, those visuals that plays the audio. You can see the sound wave and you can see the captioning live over a static image, and done very, very well and done with a bit of care. They really do have an impact and a bit of a wow factor on social media. But they've launched a new free tool for now, and free for now because I'm guessing once it becomes very, very popular, there might be a very, very small charge. There's a tool called Eddy. Eddy, which I think comes from the word editing. And what you can do with Eddy is upload a sound file, could be an MP3 or M4, so you can upload a sound file, get the transcription done of that conversation. I'll give you an example in a moment, and then you can use that transcription to edit and construct an article, series of, and if you've listened to some of Jonny's contribution in previous episodes, you could use AI-powered solutions to help you create condensed version of that transcription. So two scenarios that might help people understand. So I was at a conference a few weeks ago. I was recording the keynote presentation because it was so dark I couldn't take notes, and I got the audio. And I don't have permission to use that audio as is, and even a transcription. But what I could do, use Eddy to literally transcribe the audio, and it was really, really precise. I mean, I think there was the odd error, but it was more to do with legibility and the quality of the sound. And then what I did from Eddy, I was able to use ChatGPT and a few others to give me a series of mini blog posts about that keynote. But what about you, all of you listening, perhaps having a Zoom meeting with a client, which you recall? How about having a team meeting where you're discussing, actions? Maybe you're giving advice and so on. What you can do is get that audio recording from Zoom and other platforms, get it onto Eddy and have the transcription, and that's the beginning of your next blog post series.
Yeah, this is sound bites, isn't it? This is the ability to be able to have varied content. So whether you're taking video content or audio content, irrelevant, you're turning it into a sound bite that has this audio wave as the visual, and that just looks a bit different. There are people using it online, but not lots. And again, to stand out, to differentiate, you can take these little sound bites. I love the idea of recording an internal team meeting and taking a couple of sound bites that can publicly go out and say, as a team, this is what we were working on today, and this is what our whatever manager said, as long as it's something that can be shared, but how you could turn that into a soundbite and an audiogram, I think is what people call it as well. Where it's this visual wave. Brilliant. And having played with the app as well, I really like that suggestion, Pascal. Thank you.
And you can do something even more, Jonny. You can do an audiograms that becomes the promo of the transcription of the article that you've created on your website. So the audiogram is picked up on social media. It entices you to want to know more. When you click on the link, you're taken to a transcription that's been edited so that you can't have it word for word, understandably, for a reason that you're about to explain. And then you have a good use of that time. So that team meeting, that one-to-one coaching session with the client, you can anonymize. All those things are what I call content moments. You've got to seize them.
Yeah, I like that. And well, you're just making me think, when you're getting feedback from a client, that could be turned into an audiogram as well. There's an advert on the radio that's doing just that right now. But there we go. We're going to move on